Hi there, and now it's time to do the final paint work. Be sure that the wheel is absolutely clean now from dust and all kinds of stuff. If there is any grease somewhere, you just put a little bit of turpentine of the rubber spong, and that will fix it, and it will be ready for painting. Do not forget the tacky cloth. Room and the color temperature should be about 20 to 25 centigrades. The varnish and the paint I'm using is made of pure raw linseed oil that is boiled to a certain point so it will harden. The red color I'm going to use here for this painting is made of iron oxide pigment mixed with this linseed oil, the raw linseed oil that is boiled, and together with a cicative that's name is cobalt and zirconium. This paint will dry in about 48 hours. The first layer of the final paint I will add about 20-25% of varnish, just pure varnish, so the paint will flatten out a little more than it would be elsewise. Testing the paint, how good it is and how it will flatten out, I do in the same time as I fill up the brushes with the paint I'm going to use here before I start painting the wheel. This by testing the paint or the color here. Take your time. It is very important that the color really flattens out and is smooth to paint with. And sometimes the paint might be too cold and then you have to heat it up a little bit or make it warmer. It's a lot easier to do the painting with a warm paint. It's follow the brush in a whole other way than a cold one does. And if it gets too thick, just use a few drops of turpentine to thin it out, and after a while you will see that it works out quite well. When you are satisfied with the mixture of the color and the varnish, you just strain it off in a new cup. I'm using paper cups. They are cheap and they are very good. And this is the final test. You take a little bit of the color that you have strained off and feel it with your finger on the paper, and that will tell you exactly how the color will be on the wheel. Always two cups, one for the color and one for the leftover. And never ever put anything in the cup where you have the paint. And remember, just 2 or 3 millimeter of the brush into the color, not more. And the brush, of course, should be of the finest quality you can find for money. This one is made of the hair you have inside the ear of a cow, and that's absolutely the best one. Be sure to let the wheel turn around when you are doing the painting, especially if you are doing the varnishing work, because otherwise the paint will start, or the varnish will start dripping and making curtains, and that's not especially nice and very hard to deal with afterwards. So turn the wheel around and make a turn as much as you need. In this job, paint or varnish that is dripping or making curtains is absolutely no, no, no. The whole job will be spoiled if that happens. If it should happen that you have the dripping or the curtains, you can take it away. You have to clean up the brush in turpentine and then use the brush where you have the curtain and take away the overflow of the paint and strain it off and clean up the brush again and keep on going until it's all gone. This type of color have about 48 hours of drying time or oxidation time. So after these 48 hours it is ready for putting on the second coat of color. I usually take my fingers along the wheel and feel that it is a little bit tacky, between tacky and completely dry. I do the second coat, and during that coat I mix it this time with 50% of varnish to make it float and to make it shine, and you have a very fine finish if you use that amount of varnish. After 2 layers of paint, I let the wheel dry for about 1 week, and then we're gonna take a look next time to see how we can do the striping on these type of wheels here. These special wheels are very tricky because the spokes are rim bound, and that means I have to do the striping in a certain way and maybe use something else except the brush. We will see. See you next time. Bye.